Peptides. Peptides, peptides, peptides. You hear it all over the internet. Everyone is talking about it. They're in the biggest weight loss shots on the planet, and they're in a sketchy little bottle some guy is selling out of a cooler. Same word, complete different things. And every time you try to look it up on the internet, somebody's hitting you with a wall of science words, so you close out the tab and scroll somewhere else. Not today. No science degree needed. If I use big words, I'll translate it, promise. Disclaimer, before I begin, my name is Omar Camacho. I am not a doctor. I'm creating these videos for information purposes only. Any medical advice about the use of peptides or any other medicines, please make sure to talk with a licensed practitioner. So what a peptide really is. Your body is built out of tiny blocks called amino acids. Think of them like Lego bricks. There are about 20 different ones. Snap a few of those bricks together and you've made a peptide. Snap a whole bunch together, usually more than 50 is the magic number, and now it's a protein. That's it. That's the whole thing. A peptide is just a short protein, and that 50 cutoff, well, somebody just picked that number. It's not even a law of nature. It's just made up. But here's the part that actually matters. Short ones and long ones do different jobs. Long chains are mostly stuff you built out of muscle, skin, hair, nails. Short chains are mostly just messages. So here's the way that I would personally explain it to my mom. Peptides are like little text messages your body sends to itself. A peptide floats over a cell, clicks into a slot on the outside of it, like a key into a lock, and drops off an instruction. Hey, release some insulin. Hey, you're full, stop eating. Hey, start repairing this scratch, that scratch, or whatever the case may be. And you actually already know a few of these without even realizing it. For one, insulin. The thing diabetics need, that is a peptide. Oxytocin, the one that people call the love hormone, peptide. Ghrelin, the one that makes your stomach growl whenever you're hungry, that is also a peptide. So when somebody says, I'm taking peptides, what they really mean is, I'm sending my body a message it wasn't really planning to send itself. Which, depending on the message, is either real medicine or a really bad idea. Let's split this up into 4 groups, because mixing them all together is exactly how people get ripped off. Number 1, peptide medicines, the real ones. These are actually medicines approved, prescribed by a doctor. Insulin has been saving lives since 1922. That's over 100 years that it's been around and it's been working. And the famous ones right now, which you hear on the internet all the time, is Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound. These are all peptides. They copy a signal in your gut, normally sends the brain or tells the brain that, hey, look, you're full, stop eating. This group has real testing behind it. It also has real side effects, and you need a doctor, but nobody's arguing about whether they work or not because they've been working. Number 2, collagen peptides, the powder that's in your coffee. This is just collagen protein that's been chopped up so small your body can absorb it. It's food, not medicine. Scientists gathered up to 25 different studies. In most of them, people's skin got a little more moisturized, a little bouncier, and their wrinkles got a little shallower compared to the people taking a fake pill. But here's the catch. The scientists who reviewed all these studies said most of them weren't run very carefully, and a lot of them were paid for the companies that were selling collagen. Makes sense. Number 3, skincare peptides, the stuff you actually rub on. You'll see names like Matrixyl or copper peptides on the bottle. The idea is you put the message right on the skin and tell it to make more collagen. The idea is solid. The problem is the product. Whether it does anything depends on how much is in there and how much is actually mixed. And companies almost never tell you the truth. So some products generally do something, a lot of them just a fancy word on a label. So watch out. Number 4, research peptides, the Wild West. BPC 157, TB 500, Empamorelin. You probably already heard these on the internet. This is where the internet gets really loud. These get sold online with labels saying for research only, not for human consumption. That's the legal trick so sellers doesn't get in trouble. Nobody's buying it to do research. Keep it real, you're probably already doing them right now too. Here's the honest situation when it comes to that. Most of these have some interesting results in animals, but they don't have any results in human, and almost nothing on what happens if you use them for years. And since nobody's checking these companies, what's usually inside the bottle might not match what's actually on the label. So this is where you gotta be really, really careful and make sure you get your stuff tested. Now, this is actually changing right now. In July 2026, a group of experts who advised the FDA to vote to say pharmacies that makes medicines to order should be allowed to make some of these, included like BPC 157. Two things to keep in your head at the same time. One, the vote was just a recommendation. The FDA still got the final say to say, hey, yes, or hey, no. Two, most of the experts who voted yes had money ties to the peptide industry. That also got reported. So yeah, something real shifting here. And it's worth watching, but easier to buy legally is not the same thing as proven safe and effective. They are two totally different things. If you're thinking about doing any of this, ask yourself for these questions. Number one, is it actually approved for the things that I actually want? Approved for something else doesn't count. Number two, where is it coming from? A real pharmacy and a random website on the internet are two different things. Number three, has this been tested on people, not mice, somebody's before after photo, that doesn't count, actual people. Number four, who's telling me this and do they sell it? That last question knocks about 90% of the peptide stuff that you see online. Here's a quick recap before I finish the video. So peptides are like short chains of little building blocks and they work like messages. Some are real medicines, some are decent supplements, some are just marketing, and some are just a straight gamble. So watch out. Make sure you actually do your research on what you're getting. Knowing which one you're looking at is the whole game when it comes to this. And remember y'all, I am not a doctor. This isn't any medical advice. If you're seriously thinking about doing any of this, make sure you actually have that conversation with a doctor and don't have a conversation with somebody like me who's on YouTube talking about it. Okay, and if this clears anything up about peptides or whatever it is that you're looking for, hit that subscribe button. I am going to do more videos about peptides and some of the results that some people have had, so that we have a better conversation and overall experience of what the peptide industry is. I'll see y'all in the next video. It's been a pleasure. Peace.